You played completely from memory, didn't you? Which
Yeah.
is, for me, that's not a it's not a winning criteria. I mean, people can certainly play from the music and still be winners, but there's something about the way, Dasha, you really immersed yourself in the music, and I felt you'd learnt it on a completely different level. Um, just because you have to throw yourself into it
Exactly.
with the
I know.
memorizing, which was
Yeah.
great. Dasha, I'm seeing you here. We were expecting to play your video, but are you wanting to play live, or would you like us?
I think I'd prefer to watch the video.
So I just wanted to. I think I already said really what I was looking for. From the performance. We obviously had some amazing people with amazing technical ability, and there were several performances that we really, as adjudicators, couldn't fault. So we, in the end, we're looking for more than that. Looking for someone who really is communicating with their audience, someone who's really stamping their personality on their performance. So yeah, I mean, I've been thinking a lot about, I've been working with an actress lately, and it's very interesting because I asked her what percentage of her practice time or her study time is actually learning the words, because I would very much equate that with us as musicians learning the notes. So maybe just have a think about how much of your practice time do you spend learning the notes, actually physically learning to play the piece, and how much time do you spend maybe memorizing or refining that? So I'd be interested to know, maybe answers on a postcard, what percentage you would apply to that. But my actress friend, she said, well, literally learning the words for a play or a show is the first 10%. And I've been very, very aware working with this lady how much she puts into absolutely everything. She's really intense, but not an eyebrow, not a little finger, nothing escapes her judgment. So she's thinking so hard about every aspect. And I just thought that was a really interesting comparison, because I think very much we sort of learn the notes, and as long as we're doing what's on the page, we think we're good to go. But there's the before and the after, there's the silence, there are all the different timbres we can be making. So I think I know some people learned the Koechlin pieces quite quickly because you didn't have the music for that long. But I find it really important to learn a piece of music, live with it, put it away, and then rethink. So just that level of commitment. And I mean, those of you who know me know that I prefer to play from memory, and that's not because I just like to play from memory, but because it forces me really to analyze and go into the new. Amelie was in the adult amateur category. She's probably the youngest in that category, because I think are you on a gap year, Amelie?
Yes.
Yes, so I think you will be going off and study. Are you planning to study music?
Yes. Well.
Okay, brilliant. Well, good luck with that. But some of the other players in this category, I mean, the oldest person in this category was 77. We had a few people who've had big gaps in their flute playing, sort of 20 years off in the somewhere in there. But I really like judging this category because there's a hunger for knowledge with people that come back to it later in life. I really respect some of you people for really going into these things in such depth and really striving to push yourselves for all sorts of reasons, not just musical. It's just such a good thing to be able to do, to play a musical instrument. Keeps everything going, and it's anyway. Amelie played two pieces by Koechlin, but she sandwiched between them another improvisation. So I thought that was rather lovely. So I'm going to hand over now to Amelie, who's going to tell us where you are, I hope, where you're playing from and what you're going to play. So over to Amelie. This is Amelie Donovan.
So I'm in Exeter, and I'm going to be playing an improvised arrangement of a traditional folk tune. So this is an English jig, and I absolutely love jigs because you can really play around with the rhythm. So I like to think of a jig graph where along the x-axis you have 6/8 to 6/8 swung quavers, and then on the y-axis you have 6/8 to 2/4, and I kind of like to play somewhere in the middle of all of those, which is really fun. So I hope you enjoy.
Thank you, Amelie. That was gorgeous, gorgeous. We were just saying, weren't we, earlier with Mark, and I wrote this on quite a few of the adjudications. When you're playing unaccompanied, it's very rare that anyone is too clear with the rhythm. We feel sometimes as if we're really forcing the rhythm out, but you have to be so clear to give your listener that guide, especially at the beginning. But that had such a lovely lilt, Amelie. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Right, we need to move swiftly on. So I think we're probably just going to, huge apologies, but I'm going to put links up for any videos, Jan. So we won't be trying to play any more videos now. We're just going to go for live performances. So next, we've got two performances of Le Chevrier. Chevrier was the most popular piece out of the Koechlin. We had 20 people chose to play that. So we've got two people there. They're going to play this for us, but one's playing the flute and one is going to play the piccolo. So we're over to Susan. I can just see Susan's in Belfast, just warming up there. Susan, you took a bit of a break from flute playing, didn't you?
Yes, about 12 years, really. I didn't touch it for that long, but I'm glad it's back in my life.
Well, so am I. You played very beautifully. So, so without further ado, Susan came second in the adult amateur class and is going to play Chevrier on the flute. And then Nevena, hopefully you're ready and waiting, because I'd love you to play on the piccolo soon after. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Susan, and relax. Thank you. Nevena, do we have you there?
Yes, hi.
You're still there? Oh, gosh, I've got two screens for you. That scared me. So, Nevena, you told me that this is your first piccolo that you actually owned.
Yeah, this is my first piccolo. I played the piccolo before, but this is actually the first one I own.
Uh-huh. And you rather like that one? You said you got lucky or something.
It's really nice. If someone is looking for, it's the Pearl 165. It's really good. It's really easy to play.
Well, that was very good of you to confess that. But yeah, your sound was beautiful. No pressure, but your intonation in your video was amazing. So, Le Chevrier at Koechlin actually writes that it could be played on the piccolo. So, a couple of people took that option. So, over to you, Nevena.
Thank you. I'll just put the sound.
Okay. Thank you so much, Nevena. Right, we're having slight issues with the sound again there. So I think what I'm going to do is just put all the links to these wonderful videos up so anyone can have a look afterwards. We had Jonna played absolutely beautifully, also from memory, from Sweden, and won the over 25 category. So I'm sorry, we seem to have a bit of a problem now with these videos, Jonna, so we're going to put that up afterwards. Do listen to this, please, folks. It was absolutely gorgeous. Jonna, would you just tell us what you played, please?
So I played a study by Marshall Bitch, the study number 5, and that was what the video was going to be. And then I played the prayer for the sick ones, or pray for health. Yeah. Sorry, I can't hear you. I think you're on mute.
Thank you. I didn't know that study, but I mean, it was really probably one of the most beautiful and musical studies I've come across. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. And we've also from Sweden, we've got Hannah Figren. Are you happy to play live, Hannah? You're on mute, Hannah. Yeah. Hi. You're still on mute, Hannah.
No.
Yes, can hear you. Hannah played, her whole program was Koechlin, and she gave a lovely introduction that really, I could tell here was somebody who had really taken to Koechlin's music. So you can tell us what you're going to play, Hannah. Can I just ask that you make sure you're playing quite directly into the camera, because we've had some people have been cutting out a little bit. So do your best. So this is Hannah. This is Hannah from Sweden, and you're going to tell us what you're going to play, Hannah. Is that right?
Yes, I would like to play Jeu de la Lumière, the third one, number 3 from the first series. Thank you.
Hannah, thank you so much. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful playing. Well, I think it's probably time to call it a day, but thank you so much for being here. Thank you, all of you, for entering the competition. I hope many of you are going to continue to play this music. I hope you find it useful and that you'll really, delve deeper over the next months, and perhaps, look into pieces beyond the 9. And it was so difficult to choose 9 pieces out of 96, but there's all sorts of gems in there. So do explore Koechlin further. There are also a couple of really stunning quintets for flute, violin, viola, cello, and harp. I think I might have said too many instruments there, but you get my drift. Flute and strings. So do look out for those, and a gorgeous song cycle for flute, voice, a bit of piccolo, and piano. So yeah, he was certainly an eccentric character, and when he got into something, gosh, he really got into it with all his heart. So yeah, a fascinating chap. I will put some more links about Koechlin up on the website. So final thank you to everybody. Thanks to parents and teachers as well. There were some teachers there who entered a lot of students and really backed this whole project. So I'm very grateful to you. To our sponsors, Just Flutes, All Flutes Plus and the Amelie Donovan. Don't forget, those of you, particularly the under 18s or 18s and under, do share your videos. They're such a lovely thing to have. We older people don't have any record of ourselves playing when we were your sort of age, but you know, if all else fails, do send the video to your godparents, to your grandparents, or anybody else. You will make them very happy, because you put a lot of effort into these videos, and you see there were some real treasures there. So I think that's probably end of the competition. Don't really like to think of it as a competition. It's not about the winning and the losing. It's about everyone getting to know Koechlin and everybody pushing themselves musically, I think. Have you got anything to add to that, Mike?
Yeah, no, it's okay. Yes, absolutely. I think in the name of everybody, bravo to you for organizing this. It's a huge work, and bravo. And we thank you all. I think that's what I wanted to say. It's the most important. Voilà.
Not at all. No, it's been a real pleasure. And Kathleen, you're still here. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure. I've really enjoyed hearing everyone tonight, and I'll look forward to listening to some more videos when they come through.
You do that. Okay, well, it might take me a little while to get my act together and get this recording up on YouTube. Well, I'm hoping somebody else might offer to do that for me.
I'll work for you.
So thank you all so much for being here. Good night. And
Bye-bye.
to Koechlin. Good night.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night. Thanks for
Thank
joining.
you.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you, Nicola.
Bye.
Great.
Pleasure.